Good evening. How you doing? Last time, Sid came up with a plan. A somewhat vague plan, but a plan. Sneaking into the capital. For a house of ill repute. Fucking love that term. I think I did everything.
We're counting on you. You and Jill both.
I did all the side quests
Fancy giving us a hand?
earlier. Like
Here you
last
go.
time. Yeah.
Always something in there.
So we'll catch up a little bit more on some encyclopedia stuff.
Have you come for a tale? You wish to study the tomes?
A new thing. In his quest to create a world where bearers and dominants can die on their own terms, he unearthed the shocking truth that the mother crystals were the cause of the all-consuming blight. He makes plans to see the mothers fall, that Valistea and her people might be saved. Holy Empire of Sambrek. Sambrek is the realm's largest theocracy and home to the Mother Crystal Drake's Head. The empire is ruled by the Holy Emperor, the one true goddess made flesh, according to the Gregorian faith, who is served unquestioningly by the Sword Knights of the Blessed Dragon, known more commonly as the Dragoons. Drake's Head, a Mother's Crystal, situated on the Sea of Grace in northern Sambrek, Drake's Head towers over the holy capital of Oriflamme. Its mighty form a testament to the power and permanence of the Empire. However, mysterious ether floods and the specter of the ever-encroaching blight have led some in power to call that permanence into question. Sylvester Lesage, Emperor of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, who won his throne at least partly by virtue of his son Dion, having awakened as the dominant of Bahamut. Any more mysteries of the realm? New thing for dominant, awakening those within whom sleeps the power of an icon. Though they look and think no differently to any other man or woman, they can not only cast elemental magics with a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment. There's only ever one dominant of each icon, a new dominant only awakening after the previous dies. Some awaken at birth, while others are chosen later in life. But once one is chosen, one's life changes forever. Priming, the act of a dominant transforming their living flesh into that of their icon. Dominants most often prime during times of war, using the immense strength of their icon to turn the tides of battle. Though it is usually done deliberately, the dominant remaining in control of the icon even when primed, on occasion a dominant will lose control of their powers and see their icon run riot. A cursed fate. In Valistea, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved, branded with a mark on their cheek, leads some to call them by the pejorative moniker branded. Though their powers do not begin to approach those of the almighty dominants, they too suffer from the crystal's curse, gradually turning to stone over a lifetime of channeling ether for others. A branded soldier, bear is forced to fight for the nations that enslaved them. To stymie the urge to flee, the penalty for desertion is death, and soldiers are encouraged to keep a close watch on each other to prevent others from doing so. The brand upon a soldier's cheek presenting an additional obstacle. And so most follow their orders, turning steadily to stone with each draw on the ether, to lose one's life to the curse being lauded as a hero's death. Branded, a common pejorative term for bearers marked with the brand. Newborn babes are tested at birth, and those found to have the neck are branded on the cheek and taken into the custody of the state. The Fallen, ruins of everlasting, an ancient yet highly advanced civilization whose relics, said to be the remains of airships that once soared through the skies, can be found across the length and breadth of Valistea. Its hideaway is but one of many settlements to take a fallen ruin as its foundation, taking advantage of the sturdiness of the ceramics, which are stronger than steel. They are not, however, immune to the passage of time, and so the hideaway is in need of constant repairs. Airship. Legend has it that the people of the Fallen once sailed through the skies in the bellies of these ships. Though all now lie shattered and silent on the surface below, the town of Lostwing is built around such a ruin. The Arret Stone, a mysterious ceramic tablet that stands in the hideaway. Of a similar construction to other relics of the fallen, yet seemingly not a part of the airship proper, its imposing appearance suggests some important function that has been lost to time. Whatever strange secrets lie within it, it seems to react to Clive's presence and urges him to unlock his hidden potential. An obelisk, ancient relics are found across Valistea. Their construction closely resembles the airships of the fallen, but unlike them, they do not appear to have fallen from the sky, rather to have stood in place since time immemorial. They illuminate when Clive approaches, though for what reason it is unknown. After once being lit, they continue to shine with the same blue glow night and day, making them ideal for use as waypoints. Okay.
You are always welcome, Clive.
My voice isn't exactly warmed up, so that's enough for now. I will continue to do this.
We're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Oh, I guess I can go this way now. I will continue to read through this encyclopedia either until I read them all and catch up, in which case it'll be easy just to read like a few here and there. Or I finish the game, still haven't read them because there's so many, and I just stop. Because there's too fucking many of them. There are a lot of repeats in the words that are written, because they're all written to be like read on their own with little context. So you it ends up repeating what it is all the time, but whatever. I am trying to skip those sentences when I recognize it, but I am more or less reading the same thing over and over. At least I remember that the event of Phoenix Gate was on year 860. At least it better be, otherwise I'm gonna feel like an idiot. So I don't know what does more damage, if I magic bursting or just a sword combo. Okay, can't go in there. Forgetting which buttons do what briefly. I keep thinking I have the Scarlet Cyclone on, but I have Ignition right now. Like I specifically positioned myself for Scarlet Cyclone, and I was like, oh wait, I don't have that at the moment. Damn. I have limit break. Let's go. I've done better damage many times over. That was kind of disappointing. My limit break is almost full again. What the fuck? Maybe it's because of Magic Burst. Ow. Wait, was there really nothing over there? Just the dragon? I assumed there would be like a chest or something, but... Oh, there totally was. Lincoln's head braid. I almost just straight up missed this. Increase burning blade damage. All of these are very specific. Gouge is the one I don't have. Wicked Wheel, though. Look at that. I'm not using Scarlet Cyclone right now, so... do Heat Wave. And just general attack damage, I think is good. Is that like a hint? Is that like foreshadowing? You're gonna see your chocobo at some point soon.
It's over.
Oh, that reaches so far now. Okay, this is a big old area. Oh, I've been down there before. Holy Eye. Alright. I am supposed to go here, though. While there being a town and all.
There. Northreach.
Just, like, knowing there's controls for chocobos, I would rather, like, wait until I have a chocobo. May as well. I'd rather wait till I have a chocobo so that I can get around faster. No. Oh, I got both of them? Got 3 stars for a collateral ignition. That must be hard to do, though.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Welcome, good... Back off, Branded. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
Wow. What a dick. Northreach, a town which doubles as a defensive gateway to Sembrek's holy capital of Oriflamme. It was originally a purely military outpost, a towering bastion constructed to prevent land-based assaults on the capital from the southwest. To this day, a heavily guarded checkpoint ensures that none can pass through the wall without prior authorization, and as such, the need to linger here prior to entering has led to the rise of a thriving market and various other commercial enterprises on the wall's southern side. The garrison, however, along with the inns and brothels most of the soldiers frequent, as well as the residences of the nobles who make Northreach their home, remain on the northern side. The Dame, an ally of Cid's cause, who makes her home in Northreach. It was she who informed the hideaway of the redeployment of the Sambrakwa legions following their chastening by Waloed at Bellona's Tor, and it is she who will secure Clive's passage through the Northreach checkpoint.
And what can I do for you?
Everyone's got Gaia blades. I don't need Gaia blades.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
You've a keen eye. An excellent choice.
I have money, so like, I may as well. What do I have? That's just for Gil.
That's the
One of
best I
those.
can do.
One of
Thank you.
those. That's it.
And a fine, fine day to you.
However do they get that colour?
Oh.
Have you no other bearers? Those two look rather used.
Used, yes, but spent hardly. They've
Jesus.
both at least a good year left in them.
At least a good year. It's like they're talking about cars.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred, Cleontel.
Cleontel.
You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless...
Unless.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Do you think she does this
What?
sultry voice because she's gotten so used to doing it for her work that now that's just the way she speaks? Because I've seen that happen to some people with like customer voice when they have customer service voice and they gotta put on a voice when speaking to the various terrible ass customers. And over time, it just like they just start talking that way because they spend all day talking that way.
Saw it last time I was through the wall. Jutting up from the waves like a mainly sunflower.
Like if I was to work for a phone sex line, would I start talking like her? Just all day? To everybody?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up.
What? What is this not working?
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame.
Oh, they just didn't notice
Get
it
out of my
before.
sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Nope, let's go to the whorehouse. Sorry, House of Ill Repute.
I haven't seen you.
The funny thing about euphemisms is you can euphemize all you like, everyone still knows what you're saying. Like, it doesn't change what you're saying.
Requests her company. Tell them she is.
Everyone knows what it means.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
It's a nice big building. I mean, I guess their profession pays them pretty well. And they also, you know, they need a lot of rooms.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
No, it is not.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Alright. Yet another person that's gone missing.
Start here.
That needs saving, I assume.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. No, you are always welcome here at the Vale.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her
Okay,
chambermaid can
something
tell us then.
about a brush. I got kind of distracted because I forgot that I turned some of the brightness and stuff down on my monitor, and when I was running to the field to get here, I was like, why does everything look so dim? It's my own monitor.
So you're
My
the
own
new
fault.
escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been
Huh?
sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
Excuse me?
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
He probably didn't.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
It never occurred to me until just now, but I guess it would make sense that, like, their bedchambers would be a different room than the room that they see clients in. Because if I was a whore... Wait, there's 3 quests. If I was a whore, I would not want to sleep in the bed that I've, like, shared it with, like, who knows how many people in a single night. I'd rather sleep somewhere else.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the sword. I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the Dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
I'm not an escort.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the Dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
I suppose.
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Or gross.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are.
That is not a
keen to get their
trustworthy
hands
face.
on.
That is not
And
a
though
trustworthy
I cannot prevent
face.
you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
What is this? Why is he gonna have a crooked smirk? 3 heavy purses. Every jounce and jostle of this unexceptional leather sack is accompanied by an eerily melodic tinkling that is likely best ignored. Okay.
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Fresh fish!
And a china of roast
What did you say was in these pies again?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
Bow, bow.
I have no business with Branded.
Why is everyone gonna have a
business
stick
with
up their
you.
ass about it?
A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
I never understood how cigars could be like so expensive and like expensive. Like what? Like why?
You say these are all from...
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from
I'm mostly
Etienne.
thinking of like Cuban cigars, and I think
Fresh
those were
from the
mostly
master's
expensive because they were
table.
banned. They were literally like contraband, so that alone makes it more expensive. But like,
so? Times
I don't know.
are
I don't get it.
but
I also
this
don't care
here
for
will make 'em
cigars,
less
so.
For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
All right.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
He kind of sounds like somebody from the old Stronghold games.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I have been
didn't realize
wondering
crystals were so scarce here.
how the crystals
As
work.
scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments.
Like for when they
Do you
run
think
out.
it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Great. So like when crystals run out, do they just become inert rocks, or do they like shrink and dissipate like when you use soap? The soap eventually is gone. Is that what happens to the crystal? They just eventually, like, shrink and disappear? Like when you use them to dispense ether, or are they also just like dispensing the crystals themselves?
Why must she let them off the leash?
For all I know, it's like in the
Sergeant's got it
encyclopedia
in
somewhere.
for
I
us.
just haven't found it because there's like 1,000 entries.
Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
I could kill them without getting hit.
Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
Why do I get the feeling I have to duel them
I dare
now?
say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I don't want to do that in public.
Only chivalrous souls that we are. Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either.
What if
Take
I
a
limit
moment to
break?
get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an
What if I semi-prime?
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding.
Uh-huh.
Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon.
I'm doing dirty tricks.
So you know one end of a block from the other.
Literally didn't hit me.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How'd a bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Stay down! It's got potential. I'll give you that.
Literally didn't hit me. I don't even think he swung his weapon.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
True.
The dame's man or no, he's still a Branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
No. Absolutely not. You'd think, even though there's like the social disdain,
On
right?
second thought, maybe don't mention this to the dame. We wouldn't want you getting into trouble for brawling now, will we?
Even though there's like the social
Heard the
disdain for
bones fell
Branded, you would
favourably.
still think that like people would think that they're stronger than people because they have magic at their disposal. Filthy branded. I can defeat a filthy branded. It's like, really? You can defeat the people that can light their
their
swords on fire?
Moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which
what are
brings me to
comestibles?
my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today, that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
All right, then.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Wait. Okay. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was like down somewhere.
I have something for you.
Are
From the
comestibles just food?
Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames!
She's
And
nearly
you,
dead.
If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's.
Man, they all have signs
Are
of
you
the curse on
waiting
them.
for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Comestible has to mean something a little bit more than just food.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Get it, boy!
Now that he's last, can I do this?
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
This isn't the most discreet we could possibly be. He just walked away.
The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
Yeah, I'll go back now. The main quest is right next to me, but I'm like, I'm paranoid about not being able to handle side quests.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business.
Business.
Business
But
only.
on my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Is this like
Gives you faith, though.
sugar daddy? Do they have
To know
like an
there are
uncle
people out
equivalent
there
of a
like him.
sugar daddy?
And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
I missed that last bit. The dame likes me? Well, too bad.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Don't tell me.
There's There's bound to be some random chests just hanging around in town.
Word is that the legions are ready into March again.
You're one of the dames, I see. Well, you'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets. Once the men of the garrison have filled their bellies with liquid courage, a brooch won't stay their tempers.
Like, towards people on the street?
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Yeah, if I gotta leave town, she's gonna be a little upset. Or at least needs to know about it. Maybe not upset.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
And we're off. Oh, more side quests. I imagine, like in like old medieval
These crystals
times,
here are for citizens only. There's none for the likes of you.
that like towns and stuff were like actually just they were like this, like closer to like this distance-wise.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Like given that like, you know, the fastest you can travel is by horse.
You see it too, then? It's not just me bleary eyes playing tricks on me.
If you mean the waves stopped at full crest, then yes, I do. How could I miss the bleeding thing?
That is weird. And that would just be like over here. Or over there. Or something. I don't know why I'm running towards it. It's not like it's not like I can go up to it or like really see what the hell's going on. Because I can. Oh, I wasn't. Oh, I was at level 2 limit break. Why did that start a takedown? I guess it was staggered. I just lucky, I guess. I don't know. I have a feeling that like relatively soon in the story, I am gonna end up with a chocobo. So I'm not gonna just wander and explore the map, I don't think. Unless I see an item that's like kind of close by. And half the time there's just like 2 to 5 gil, which is... I would prefer a potion. If nothing else.
That's enough dallying, you two.
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
You, Brandon, here, now! You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
All right.
Quick and to the point.
My, I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change.
Is your boy near death or not?
Go and see that you kill the beast.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
Probably a trap.
It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Watch it be his pet, and I just killed his pet. And the father just wanted the pet to die.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Fucking
Why are you
cold
still
though. We just killed
speaking?
his pet.
Father will hear of this.
Well, I can't wait to get yelled at.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
What am I gonna do? Kill him? Why is there like an old broken down wall here? Like, why here? It's not like this is a beach where like enemy ships can land. Maybe cover for archers or something? I don't know. Seems weird.
You, Brandy, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go, summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
I don't want to get the dame involved in this.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen.
This better not have been a
Those
fake
bearers you
choice.
killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
How dare
Can't we just
you?
buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
The dame answer probably would have worked, but I didn't want to get her involved in this. She's already helping me.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least.
If I had, he might have like groveled and be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Don't bar me from that establishment." And then he'd be embarrassed, and kids like, "What is that place, Papa? What is that place, Papa?" And then he'd pay me off to just like never bring it up again.
more victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
I wonder how burying the dead started. Is it in a holy scripture somewhere specifically, or that it started as a more practical
finally
thing?
Be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder?
Yeah, they have
Realms less than
sharper
murderous
fangs than humans
bastards,
do.
And I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
All bark. La 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 la. Why is the music so like foreboding here? It's just like wow 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 wow.
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
How do they expect us to...
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before.
Is she a
She
cat?
must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
It would help if I knew what kind of creature she was.
That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
There's more than one, though.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Wait, what are you sweeping? You're sweeping the road? I mean, I guess. It is mostly, like, stones.
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Clearly not Clive, come on. Was Chloe a branded and not an animal?
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Is this actually gonna work? I guess the kid seems impressionable enough. Could maybe change her mind. Hell yeah, we made her cry. Hell yeah.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
That's the thing with kids, it's like they believe so fully, but also not fully at the same time. It's like they believe fully on the surface. And they kind of just like go with what they're taught. And they never really think about how they really feel about it.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Oi, don't touch anything. And
just to make sure I have enough.
Take it. Thanks for nothing.
Well, I spent money. Shut up.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a...
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from
I can see how the soldier didn't win.
The dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
I'm guessing this
Not
courtesan
at
is
all.
dead.
I would do anything for the dame. Anything.
All right, keep your pants on.
Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Do people are people not satisfied with like marriages and shit? Like everyone has to have a piece of the dame.
You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach. Remember that, my wayward lamb.
Don't call me your wayward lamb. That's creepy.
It smells of death here, Torgul.
That it does.
We can't let them get any closer to the village. That's enough.
Oh, I got all three of them. I didn't even take damage. Oh, looks like they're both dead.
Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb.
His woman is a
She's got herself
courtesan.
A new gallant. Tells the
Of course
girl
she's with
soon to
someone else.
find
She's
the
with
man
someone
and
else
kill him.
daily.
We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb.
If it was a message that needed delivering.
You are still in one piece, I see.
Mm-hmm. Always
You will
am.
be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Not to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will.
Hmm.
And thank you again.
Are they so confident in the security of their main city that they send their entire military away to go invade? I mean, I suppose they are. I half expected to actually have to spend the night in the Vale waiting for my companions.
You like that, don't you?
Okay.
Weren't
Oh yeah, the
expecting
road
anyone
just goes up
branded until the noon.
to there.
You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
I was expecting to have some whorehouse shenanigans. We didn't even get to go inside. No jokes, no awkward moments, no misunderstandings. Just moving on. I have not saved today. I keep doing that accidentally. I don't need a separate... I have not needed a separate save at any point yet. But now I have 3.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
In the dark of night, I assume, along the water or something like that. Maybe we have to go through like a sewer or an aqueduct, underground aqueduct thing. Maybe it'll be filled with Sahooligans. The pleasure house. Ooh, there's more houses of ill repute. With nice balconies.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
I wonder how often these courtesans would
So
just
then,
get paid to just go away.
How do we proceed?
You know? So that
We'll be
people can
using the
talk in
glass gate.
private.
Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrec.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And
He
how
always knows a
exactly
shortcut.
did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried. Nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
any... Oh, my controller went to sleep. I was like, I can't move. Oh, there's no more quests. Let's go in majestic silence. As Drake's head ever stood vigil over the Empire of Sanbreque in its bejeweled capital. Continue will not be able to return. Now I will separate save. This is the time when you separate save. We got 1, 2. How many points doing? What happens when I upgrade this? Wait, it doubles my spells? Huh. Oh, increases the potency of my magic abilities too. Ooh, I got a third gauge? Recommended for use after staggering an enemy or when Clive's HP is low. Heals. Can be used anytime regardless of Clive's recovery status. Cannot be KO'd while semi-primed even if HP is lowered to 0. Did not know that. What are these two? Oh, the Will of the Wisp and the Ignition. Widens area of effect if I upgrade it. I'm gonna upgrade the Limit Break. Seems like such an obvious choice. What was the master for this? Increase ability, potency, and range. Okay. Pretty cheap. Right. Off we go.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
That'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans.
Life's too short to make a perfect plan.
You're growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
Oh, that's convenient.
And if the passage to the Inner Sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change.
God damn it, Sid. I feel like we've all known a Sid at some point in our lives.
Come on, this way. Try to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
Forward, the passage is empty.
Oh. That'll be a chest. That's sweet.
All right, not quite empty. Let's get this over with.
One single man from reaching the sanctum, so shut your gob and keep your eyes open.
They're not from the garrison.
I swear this passage used to be. Of course it did.
Perfect plans, Clive. Perfect plans.
I can end it early, but I don't get any limber break back, which kind of sucks.
He never stood a chance.
That's not very sneaky. You could have just jumped over it. Although we did just slaughter like 12 people, so
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess.
that's not very sneaky
There are
either.
sentries everywhere.
Nothing new in the encyclopedia. Just surprising.
And all good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
Captain, to arms, men! And summon the cannoneer! Wait!
It's over.
Somebody attack. Oh, wasn't the one I was targeting.
Stay down. It's over. Finished. Didn't even care. Toggle.
Oh, that dude's pretty strong.
This may be the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have we here? More insects come to be squashed? You will find my mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
To the talk, eh?
Then let's shut him up.
Oh, I dodged too late. Okay, this guy has really like awkward timing on his swings.
Do you feel that? Something in the air.
Ether. It's ether.
Then we better make this quick. Not this time.
significantly more damage and less stagger damage to this guy than anyone else. He only staggered once.
He's gone Akashic.
He's gone what now?
Poor wretch.
Take your pity. We'll get
Jeez.
none in return. There's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment.
Oh, jeez.
Give me fire!
Oh, I want him to shoot again. That counted. Okay.
A little help.
Almost 3 bars. There we go. Oh, come on. I dodged that one in time. Oh, I missed the fucking window thing. That took a lot of my potions. Ooh. I might replace the attack +7 with that.
Never get used to that. Akashic or no, he was still a man. A man who drowned in ether.
It's no way for anyone to go.
Come on.
God.
Akashic, the irreversible change brought about by a living being's overexposure to ether. Creatures are stripped of any intelligence or sense of self they may once have had and become suffused with life force, usually manifesting as extreme strength and aggression. Flora can also turn, resulting in their twisted overgrowth. Those with ethereal tolerance, however, such as dominance and bearers, are less likely to turn Akashic.
Duty's a death sentence in this place. Not that Sylvester cared.
Hold on, hold on. Was there a chest anywhere? Looks like no.
Breathe deep of the blessing, my friends. Who said being a dominant doesn't have its benefits?
Sid, this is an ether flood.
There shouldn't be one here, should there? The workers couldn't survive this.
Well, it wasn't here last time, I can tell you that. Which means we need to be quick. The ether won't hurt us, but I'd rather not find out what it's done to everyone else.
Ether flood. Pools of concentrated ether that form on the land's surface, thought to be caused by an imbalance in its diffusion beneath. Though ether is usually invisible, at flood level concentrations it takes on a blue glow. Those with a natural ethereal tolerance can survive exposure to a flood, at least for a short time, but most living things will eventually succumb to its effects, losing their minds and turning akashic. Nice. Now I just need some regular potions back.
The miners. The gods.
Too far gone. The ether's made monsters of them. All we can do now is put them out of their misery.
Isabel said she thought the Empire might be planning to abandon the capital. Could this be why?
You said you could call her Isabel. Never mind.
Who said you could call her Isabel? That's what he cares about.
Ether flood would be it. Those guards at the gate. They weren't there to keep people out.
They were there to keep the Akashic in.
Sid's gotta fall down, isn't he?
Right. Oh, yo. Whoa. Some help.
Hold on.
Didn't even sound that worried. He's like, some help, please.
Not quite as spry as I used to be.
I'll take that as a thank you.
Look on the bright side, eh? At least you won't get lost.
Why are they bickering a little bit more? What's going on? Is Clive just done with his shit? Can only tolerate Sid for so long. Warcry. Some opponents will use the ability Warcry and invigorate enemies. Look for the icon. Okay. I assume there's one here. Ah. Holy shit. That was nuts. They attack so goddamn slow. That was the best limit break I've ever used. I don't know which way is the correct way. And therefore, I don't know which way is the wrong way. I remember seeing like a dead end. I want to say this goes back up to the dead end, but maybe it doesn't. Because I saw an item behind a cage wall. Okay, there's only the one way to go. I mean, I wouldn't have missed much. Oh, that's totally it up there. Why am I not sprinting? Why am I not allowed to sprint down here? Oh, there was a chest too? I didn't even notice that. That was not worth it. Basic ass material. Followed by an ambush.
It's over. Lose.
It let me build Limit Break, I guess. It's so crazy how fast it fills. I knew that guy was gonna hit me if I didn't lunge. Okay.
This time.
Ooh, precision dodge times 4. Precision dodge times 7. Oh, I did the embrace too late. He just runs into it. The other guy's like, I'm gonna help. No, you're not, apparently. Ooh. actual piece of gear. It's marginally better, but I'll take it.
I see they replaced that wooden door with something a little more sturdy. On the count of 3.
What happened to 2?
Ask 1.
Once more.
Aye, seeing as you're trying now. As if that was going to keep us out. The mother crystal's just up ahead.
Is it? I can't see a thing.
Well, unless someone's moved it.
There has to be some kind of snag. What if it is moved? What if you can move the heart of the crystal?
There's no one about.
There doesn't appear to be an ether flood down here either.
I knew it would be big. But this...
There. That's our way into the inner sanctum. You'd think they'd have patched that up by now. A sorry state the Empire's in.
Wait. You don't mean...
Aye. My little game of hide-and-seek with Bahamut ended here. At tragic cost to this remarkable architecture. Don't blame me, he started it.
But how did he make it out alive?
I walked. You should try it.
I am gonna save for this level of progress.
Oh no.
Them again.
Is there something you two want to tell me?
Maybe later.
Oh jeez! Trapped in a corner.
How could those creatures from Phoenix Gate be here in the mines?
Are the two places connected somehow?
Yeah, there's not a mother crystal at Phoenix Gate. There's a place of like iconic significance, but there wasn't a crystal there. That didn't go super well because they weren't bunched up. One of them curing the others? Oh, probably that one. I keep pressing the wrong button to turn on the focus. Ow. Alright, I'll focus on the lich. Jeez. Oh, he's going nuts. Oh, jeez. Man, being stuck against the wall really sucks.
When I was in the Imperial Army, soldiers assigned to the Glass Gate would tell stories about something they called the Guardian.
Can't say I saw anything like that when I was last here. Then again, I can't say I made it this far.
Let's just be careful then.
It's gonna be a giant crystal dragon, because that'd be pretty cool.
Where did that come from?
Hell yeah, I called it.
If I had to guess...
Poor beast. Another victim of the flood.
Well, if it's a fight he wants.
Ready, Clive?
Always.
Almost halfway. Hell yeah. Oh, I almost jumped over the wing. Okay. Did that too early. Oh, that hurts a lot.
My wounds, boy.
this one's gonna take a while.
Where's he off to now? Clyde, look out!
Oh, that's bad.
Need to end this quickly.
That does so much damage.
That's better. Not this time. Well done, Torgo.
A little help.
I keep doing that move when he, you know, like swing his wing at me. Okay, that's not a project. I think that counted.
I'm sorry.
Okay. First retry of the game. Oh, with after like the. I didn't know there'd be mid-fight checkpoints. That's cool. And I'm full HP. Feels kind of cheaty. Okay, ignition is not the best ability in this fight.
Not this time.
Oh, I'm up to 5 precision dodges.
Who's that?
Yeah, this is not a very good ability for this fight. Why do I suck all of a sudden?
My wounds, boy. Not this time. Wake wins.
Damn. I didn't recover in time. Only time I'm actually gonna hit with ignition, so. See why they call it Dragon Dance. dodged it.
Too slow.
Can't see. I'm not even hitting him. Yeah, we really should not use this in boss fights. I guess at least not against giant creatures. Semi-prime finish.
Are you all right?
Fine.
The inner sanctum lies just beyond. Chances are the palace guard knows we're here. We should move. Not that any sane commander would send his men into a place awash with this much ether. Clive. If this all works, and the blessing fades, things are likely to get worse for our kind before they get better. Being the last to wield ether will make our talents that much more sought after, by which I mean hunted. I just hope, in the end, they'll see that we didn't have any other choice, that it was the only way to get us to a better place.
And here I was thinking I was the uncertain one. Luckily, 2 out of 3 of us have faith in you.
Then it all starts here. Time to earn that menacing title. Sid the Vicious, was it?
Well. Full dragon fight. On that note, it is that time where I gotta stop, so I am stopping. We'll find out what happens next time, which will be Saturday at the earliest. So yeah, if you enjoyed your time here, feel free to follow if you're not done so already. But until next time, thanks for hanging out.